It's just eye-opening to see that this is happening right here in our state. It's happening to young people like me, as young as teenagers.
Seeing it on the big screen really hit me. I just loved how it flowed. So emotional.
Growing up in small town North Dakota, not really believing that this exists and everything. As I was sitting watching the movie, I couldn't help but think about some of the people from like the rural communities say, does this actually happen here? This won't happen in my small town. And the answer is it absolutely does happen here. Really powerful. I can see the audience too. Just kind of, watching like, hey, this is like small town North Dakota, this is happening.
It gave me more hope because it added voices to those of us who are working with survivors of human trafficking.
I'm sorry, my little girl was sick last week.
This brings out reality. Just open your eyes so you understand the trauma that goes to these young women.
Look, Mom, I'm not coming home.
You sit there in the audience, you're like, just say something. I was impressed with the actress. She really did a good job. I mean, even just, you could see the fear in her eyes. I think that anybody can see a story like this and find a way to relate to it.
Our actresses did such a fine job with the emotions that they were feeling. Outstanding job with editing and putting it all together.
As a man that's worked in the field of human trafficking, my eyes have been open in like a different aspect. It's one of those things where when there's one problem, there's probably two or three that go along with it, whether it's like the addiction factor, the exploitation factor, you name it. How could like a parent or an aunt or uncle do this to their own child or niece or nephew? We need more men to talk about like human trafficking, just instilling that education in them as well and kind of spreading that would help a ton. Everyone can benefit from it. And this is what people need to see and hear.
What is the first group of people you're going to tell about this movie?
Family and friends right away, but also as someone who works in a nonprofit, these are people that we work with and we might not always know the depth of that story. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of our clients and the people that we're serving have experienced some of these issues, whether it's just the ties of addiction or if it is, sex trafficking. So I think really bringing awareness to this in the nonprofit world and then just spreading it from there within the community so that people know the signs too to try to stop this.
We can all go put our head in the sand like it's not happening. Imagine seeing this, but it could be 10 times to 20 times worse than that.
We have such strong family values. And so we want to make sure that our families are safe. Sometimes if we don't know what we can keep them safe from, we won't know how to protect them.
When you think about how many people could fill up a theater, and if they can all go spread the word to one person, it might just be the one person who needs to hear it.
Who is one of the first people you will tell that needs to see this movie?
More parents. I do think that I'll be talking to educators, people who have a voice and who also have power to use their voice to make change. With many voices, more people will hear.